My parents left me at a train station as a joke saying, "Let's see how she finds her way home." I never returned. 20 years had passed, but this morning they found me. My phone flashed with 29 missed calls from an unknown number. Just like that, I was catapulted back to being 12 years old, standing alone at Union Station watching my parents drive away laughing. "Let's see how she finds her way home," my mother had shouted. That day changed everything. Through years of therapy, I painstakingly built a new life, far from the people who had abandoned me. I never looked back. Until now. Before I delve into the details of their abandonment and my journey to rebuild, let me paint a picture of my childhood. Growing up in Ridgeview, Pennsylvania, was like inhabiting two distinct realities. To outsiders, we were the quintessential American family. Frank and Karen Taylor, successful small business owners with their two children, Ethan and me, Jennifer, now Megan. But behind closed doors, our home was an unpredictable, emotional minefield. My father, Frank, owned the town's largest hardware store. He was widely respected, known for his booming laugh and generous community contributions. My mother, Karen, ran a charming bakery, her apple pies earning blue ribbons at the county fair 3 years running. They were the picture of an ideal couple to everyone else. Yet, the Frank and Karen I knew were entirely different individuals. Dad's jovial public persona would vanish the moment he stepped through our front door. His drinking began around dinner time, escalating through the evening. A difficult day at the store meant we walked on eggshells at home. My mother, far from protecting us, became his staunchest enabler, always offering justifications. "Your father works so hard for this family," or "he just needs to blow off some steam." Their parenting philosophy, which they labeled tough love, was in truth cruelty thinly disguised as discipline. This included what they considered teaching moments that most would recognize as emotional abuse. When I was 7, they left me at a grocery store for over an hour because I asked for candy. "Perhaps now you'll learn not to be so greedy," Mom had sneered when they finally returned, finding me crying by the customer service desk. The store manager had been moments away from calling the police. My older brother, Ethan, years my senior, experienced a different upbringing. He was the golden child, seemingly infallible, a star quarterback, straight A student, and Dad's favorite fishing companion. While I was chastised for a 97% on a math test, what happened to the other 3%? Ethan received praise for a B+. I became the family scapegoat. If anything went amiss, it was invariably deemed my fault. If dinner was cold, I must have distracted Mom while she cooked. If Dad had a foul mood, it was likely because he'd been up late helping me with homework. The psychological toll on a child was immense. My 11th birthday stands out with particular clarity. Mom had promised a small party with a few friends. I'd been thrilled all week, even helping her bake cupcakes the night before. On the morning of my birthday, they announced a trip to the local amusement park instead. I was disappointed but hit it. They drove for nearly an hour, pulled into the parking lot, handed me $20 and said, "Have fun. We'll pick you up at 5 p.m. I spent my birthday utterly alone, too scared to try any rides, perched on a bench near the entrance, watching other families share laughter. They picked me up at 7 p.m., 2 hours late, finding me terrified and in tears. "Just teaching you to be independent," Dad had chuckled. "Besides, we had to pick up your cake." There was no cake at home, no presents either. When I started crying, they branded me ungrateful.